Today we'll talk about a skitterbitter defender, Anthony the Gay. Why? Because I got nothing better to do. How did I find him? I found him during the peak of the skitterbitter drama, making excuse after excuse for his black buddy Skitterbitty. You know, the one that sent minors to Nazi pedophiles. So yeah, instead of giving some income of a fuck, he just spread his asshole for Skitterbitty. But we aren't here for Skitterbitty being a freak for dreaming about children. We are here for the guy that is okay with it happening. Anyways, we'll look at this video. Do online men even like women? To answer the question in the title, it depends if the writing is dog shit. But we all know this is gonna be some bullshit, so let's go in the video.
By definitions, though, a messy female character is a character who makes decisions or develops in some ways that don't feel inclined with the direction a primarily male audience might find appealing. This means making decisions that don't play into male fantasies, either from a personality standpoint or a physical standpoint. In some cases, it causes friction with what men want. Amber, for example, from Invincible, rejects Mark. Skylar pushes back against Walter. Eve, actually, I think Mark is happy with the friction Eve is causing. If you catch my drift, I'll shut up now.
I had to skip about 7 fucking minutes just to get to this point. Basically, we have to keep in mind he clarified what he means by messy women. Will he keep mentioning it in the video? We will have to keep watching.
Women are hypersexualized media, period. Their appearances, their clothes, their politics, everything. Bodily autonomy is treated as something that ruins women in the eyes of men. And I'm not just talking about pregnancy here, I'm talking about any bodily autonomy. Piercings, tattoos, hair dye, not wanting to wear makeup, not shaving your legs. Any type of ownership over the body is seen as wrong. And this is also reinforced by other women, too. Other women also push these ideas. So it's not just like, oh, only men. It's a general problem. But the fact is that pressure on women to conform to certain expectations causes some serious problems culturally. Look at the outpouring of Ozempic use in America, especially among celebrities, some of which are frighteningly skinny. That's to conform to expectations that society has for women. And it's deeply disturbing. It really is.
True, we do have a problem with overly glorifying skinny women to the point of needing drugs to keep the standard. But Anthony later says looks doesn't equal health, which isn't fully true. You aren't gonna lie about someone riding in a Walmart scooter healthy, you are gonna call them a fat fuck. There's a limit between being healthy and being ugly. You can be ugly and healthy, but obesity is never healthy. I was gonna keep letting the video play, but it became pretty pointless after all the points dragged for so damn long. But here's what I got. Anthony uses a few horror movies to use as examples of men taking away body autonomy being line crossing. Then he talks about characters that LeChuds call too young and too ugly, not really making a point at all. Then talks about human characters, and how the evil people just wants every story told the same way. Remember when Anthony brought up messy girl characters? That is just tossed out the window, never mentioned again. It was brought up seemingly for a reason then that just dropped off the face of the earth. It could have actually opened more opportunities to talk about characters that fit that description, but it just gets dropped not even a minute later. The video was so messy, everything was held together by flimsy tape, and to be honest would have been better if the video was just focused on one thing instead of what seems like 3 videos poorly put together for money. It's so bad I think it explains why he spreads his cheeks for Skitterbitty. Honestly, I'm not gonna watch his other videos if they are just jammed together points that lead nowhere, barely connected bullshit. If his video was 3 separate videos, maybe he could have made it make more sense instead of having stuff just lead nowhere. Anyways, you gay.